Speaking of comical, ahoy and welcome aboard. I'm your. What are we going with? Comical dungeon master, and I usually say captain. Actually, well, I'm a comical dungeon master. And
See, I was gonna say like bimbo because you're blonde now.
Wow. The stereotypes.
That's
you
crazy.
hearing this shit? Damn.
Karibo.
I'm your comedic bimbo captain and dungeon master of the CSS. The Charisma Same Show. And with me to hear is our comedic cast and crew. Shout off and say hi, everyone.
I'm not funny, so
that's wrong. You're very funny.
No.
Then that's a lie.
No, I'm not funny. No.
I'm coming through to kick your ass.
Ah!
Yeah, let's talk about my friend that way.
The storm rolls into the port again. The waves crash on the sand. The storms don't scare the sailors here as they prepare to leave land. Hoist the sails to catch the winds, a new adventure to begin. And our blood is of the sea, 'cause we yearn to be free. And we'll look to the horizon, it's where you'll find your prize in. 'Cause the storms don't scare the sailors here.
Yeah,
Speaking
how
of
dare you.
kicking ass, what happened last time?
Are you ready? Because I'm not. I tried to recap the recap earlier, and then we got distracted.
Yeah, that sounds about right for us.
Yeah.
So there was a storm. And I'm Thea, yikes, convinced Kyrene to anchor for the night. And I was very proud of myself. Locke was anxious. Ty was watching Locke be anxious. And Bygrim was just being nice. That's what my notes say. I found a cove. And I also wrote, I'm a little shit. Checks out. We went to the cove cave thing.
Speak on that. Speak on being a little shit.
I mean, there is 50 odd episodes to fill you in. It was like, oh, the cave was so pretty. It has all these like amethyst crystals in it. So beautiful and probably not dangerous at all. Although Locke is thinking that it's some sort of cave for a dragon or an elemental or some sort of terrible thing.
I'm not.
I feel like, oh my gosh, I made the wonderful joke and now I get a trade-in, whatever that means. I feel like we hit a rock, and then Bygrim and Locke had a nice heart-to-heart. Bygrim shares his history with Hor to Locke, and I wrote, I took emotional damage.
I think I'm gonna make the executive decision that we call it Hoar from
No,
now on.
Hor. Hor, Lord.
It would help me as Ben.
Hor. Listen, it's not my fault that Ben worshipped Hor and has a little black book full of his deeds. I didn't write that. That's on you. And then Bygrim heard
the silence is deafening.
That's how we know I'm right. Why are you booing? I'm right.
You get my revenge later, don't worry.
Bygrim heard something in the storm. The end. End of recap. Back to you, Bimbo.
You know, I bleached my hair a second time last night.
I love sassy Beth.
Sassy Beth
Might be my favorite kind of Beth.
Yeah.
I'm gone. I'm offended.
All you have to do is just get Grayson to drink some water,
looks
Andy,
nice.
and you have your revenge.
It looks very
That's
nice.
all I'm saying.
Oh,
You look pretty.
I skipped the orange phase now, and it goes straight to just like a gold. And I was like, I need to
good.
get rid of it though. I'm here.
I
I
like
walked outside and it was just like glowing earlier when I went for sushi.
See, you're just a magical being, a celestial being.
Fuck.
That's why that
Why am
doll
I
found
God?
you. That doll was like, villain.
Witch!
All right, seekers. So, I believe all of you have made your way up onto the deck. You're in this cavern, and the light from the sky, despite the storm, is sort of creating waves through the amethyst. Oh boy, great form today. The crystal cave lights up here in places, and the Stormbreaker is sort of off to one side, a little bit close to one of the cavern walls. If I remember correctly, Kyrene's going to try and find Connor to do a damage report. But Bagram, yeah, you heard. This is Bagram, right? One of you rolled like a 20.
Yeah, I have Bygrim heard something in the storm.
Yeah.
You
I
heard
was
some sort of terrifying shriek.
Yeah. I was hoping everybody would believe me, or at least Kyrie would.
With how this ship is anchored, you can, if you'd like, you can leave it to explore the cavern and potentially the dark crevasses that might lead to places. You can wait on the ship. You could probably stay here and hunker down in case, the storm that's outside gets worse or that terrifying sound ends up being something.
I think Bygram's probably going to stay on the ship and hunker down, or at least try to see if he can help Connor. Maybe, possibly.
Okay.
Maybe check on everyone else to see if they're okay. Yeah. That's what Bygram's plan of action is.
Okay. Those of you on the deck see people kind of gathered, trying to make sure things don't fall off the ship, try to get everything sort of structurally sound. Jolly is trying to help Deckard bring the sails in. And yeah, it's a little bit chaotic.
So we are all on the deck. Yes.
For the time being.
Okay. I'm not gonna make the first move, that's for sure.
Okay. All right, then. Ty and Locke, what are you two up to? Just helping everybody else? Okay. All right. So, you help the crew tie things down, get things out from on the deck and lower into the other decks. Fia, are you helping them, or are you doing your own thing?
Where's Jolly? Is she up top?
She was, but she's come down now to try and get the sails in with Deckard. And Bagram, roll investigation check for me.
Oh yeah, this is
Bygram's specialty.
of course. Hey, yes,
Bygram's got brains.
it's there. No, it's not. No,
Oh, I'm sorry, buddy.
that's a one. It's
Okay.
GG.
It's worse than I thought.
Is it a one as a nat one, or is it
It's
a
a
one?
nat one.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a 0 for you, buddy.
Oh, that's even
wait.
worse.
Oh, wait.
Oh,
Sorry,
no,
sorry.
that's investigation.
You're proficient in investigation, so that's
Oh, it's 3.
That's actually a 3. That's good. Oh,
We're on it. This brain of mine, we are.
I'm glad it wasn't a
moving.
0.
I'm glad it wasn't a 0 either.
All
That-
right.
that would've-
Unfortunately, through the chaos of everything and being focused on that shriek, by the time you kind of get yourself situated to like go with Kyrene to find Connor, you have lost Kyrene.
Oh, damn. Okay. That's fair. She's quick, nimble, probably doing captain. You know, she probably has her own little secret way to go down the ship, so it's cool. I guess I'll go home. I don't know. Do I see anyone else who needs help or doing something in my line of sight that I can help?
I feel like everyone here needs help. You see a couple people struggling to move some boxes and barrels. Arguably, some people need help in other ways, where mentally, emotionally, spiritually.
Oh.
I'm golden.
Oh yeah. If I do know Decker and Jolly, so I think Bygram would check in with them, and then if they're good, then he'll just sort of, I guess, make his own rounds. Yeah, he'll try to help everybody a little bit. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Between the 4 of you helping out, you're able to secure the ship, get everything knotted up and tied down, and the ship should be in ship shape for if anything else happens.
Can I ask, is the water choppy, like in the cave, or is it relatively safe?
Compared to the ocean, it's not as bad, but it's a little choppy.
Do I see Kyrene?
You
or Iggsy?
You see Iggsy.
Okay, I'll go up to Iggsy and I'll say, I could have a look at the ship from the outside if you'd like, underwater, see where it was hit.
You know, that wouldn't be half bad of a plan. Go ahead.
Right. Should I tie off or should I just... Is there a ladder? What's the protocol here? I haven't willingly gone overboard in quite some time.
We'll tie you down.
All right. I do that.
Okay. All right. Taking the initiative. One of the crew ties you down. You know what? Why don't you roll a sleight of hand for me?
Ooh. I so badly want to make a joke right now, but I'm a professional and I'm an adult.
Those are both lies.
Not
It's
gonna make a
red.
joke about, if
You
I'm
will.
very good at being tied down.
Wow.
I'm a child.
Listen, you told me in your stream that technically Locke is romanceable.
I did.
Yes.
So I don't want to hear it.
Oh.
You there with your giant water bubble.
Listen. Locke
Well,
is an adult, and Grayson is now a baby.
And Beth has lost focus.
I just can't deal with it. It's so comically big.
I need to be hydrated.
It looks like you shrunk. You're already so small.
And just a borrower.
Just a little wee lad. That's a 12. It's not great.
12. I think we need to chip in to get you an even bigger water bottle.
Like Sam with the flask.
Yeah.
I'm down.
Anyways.
1,000%.
Anyways, 12. Between you and the other person tying you to the side railing of the ship, it should be good.
I'm confident. I've never felt more secure.
Now, just to double check, so which side are you leaping off of? Are you leaping off the far side that's sort of like, I guess, more water direction, or are you like leaping off to the side that's closer to the wall so you can
See, I
inspect them.
feel like I would go water direction as to not get squished. 'Cause
Okay.
anyone who's been near a boat and a dock knows the pain of having a pinched finger.
Yeah.
So, don't want to do that to me whole
Or
body.
the pain of Captain America English shift.
Yeah. One time I did that, but with me leggies.
Oh.
Yeah.
Didn't work.
You
I ended up in the drink.
You can get it to work. It just, the high chance of failure.
I lacked, you know what? I didn't roll well.
That's fair. Anyways, you're not Captain America, but you are invincible.
I'm sure shit not.
Sophia, you get tied down to the side closest to the water, and you leap in.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Can you make? I guess this would be a strength save for me.
Oh no!
As the waters in the cave are still pretty choppy, you try to get your bearings, but you're pushed around a little bit. But
haha, my friendship dice. It's a 14.
with a 14, you're able to get your bearings before being knocked around too much, and you are able to start freely swimming. It's a little rough. It takes you a bit, but you're able to get to the other side.
Never mind.
Roll an investigation check.
I thought you were going to say initiative. What? It's just, the tying down, it being rough. What can you do? Oh, I see. Every time I make naughty jokes, my dice are like, you know what? Wrong.
Me and the dice.
Yes.
Working against you.
Nerfing me.
Dice are a paid actor.
7. Unless we have session advantage, which I might take because I'm showboating, pun intended.
We usually have session advantage. I like you guys succeeding on things, so.
I'm gonna roll not the friendship dice because it's decided to be rude.
Shit. That's the one power I had today.
10.
Okay. It takes your eyes a little bit to focus, and also because you are actually having to get real close to the parts of the cave that are underneath, and you're realizing that the rock down here is a little bit jagged, so you got to be a little bit safe. You take a gander at the hull of the ship underwater, and there's a couple of spots where there are little indents, but you see like where the wood is indented and damaged. It doesn't necessarily look like the holes of. Can you hear the police or the ambulance?
Thought it might have been here because there's a beer tent this weekend.
I'm sorry, gang. I didn't realize. Yeah.
It wasn't that loud. It was quiet enough that I didn't know if my mic was picking it up. So it's fine.
I'm muffled, so I can only hear so much of it. Anyways, inspecting the. Maybe I'll figure out getting some of that noise cancellation foam. Anyways, you see that where the pieces of the hull are indented, there's sort of a couple spattered here and there. It doesn't look like the hull has been breached.
All right. Well, I don't really have any magic or anything to help. So I will sort of, as best I can, note where it was. And
since you've been on a lot of ships, I will give you this for free.
That's a ship ton.
Jesus. Anyway, good on you. The way it looks, like there are bits and pieces of wood missing here and there. It's a little weird that doesn't look like water is like rushing in through holes or anything. Almost like there is like some sort like odd layering to the ship. For most of your time traveling, most ships, when the hole is breached, start to take on water. From what you can tell, the Stormbreaker hasn't taken on water yet, and doesn't look like it's going to, which a little weird, but hey, good on Connor, I guess.
In my head, I'm like, I knew he was a good carpenter. He obviously built some sort of a fail-safe or something. Get out of here, you little bug. It's a fish.
Yeah. Yeah, you notice there's like a bunch of like strange spotted and striped eels just kind of hanging out around the bottom of the ship.
How are you eeling?
I handed that one to you. How am I eeling? Well, gang, this is going to be 2 hours of just Beth making puns on me, apparently.
Listen, I have the
Joe,
brain
I
cell.
paid for.
Justin doesn't have it right now. I have it.
At least it's here.
Rip to him. Anyway.
Anyways, speaking of rip to him, what are you up to? Are you gonna stay down here a bit longer?
Me?
Yeah.
I will sort of, I'll begin, I think, climbing my way back, especially if water's not really rushing in. Like I said, I'll try to note, maybe I'll pop up on that side real quick just to see if I can find like a port window near it. So I can be like, okay, it was 4 port windows over, and then it was below there, kind of a thing.
Okay.
That'll give them a vague idea of inside.
Okay.
And then after that, I'll just use the rope to sort of pull myself back.
Okay. As you are getting brought up, you see Kyrene's there with Connor now. And Connor's got like a harness on, and he's got he's about to attach a rope, and he sees you. He says, "Oh, okay, we're already done this then."
Oh, I'm sorry, did I steal your job? I didn't mean to.
You're better equipped for it, honestly.
Oh, thank you.
Are you blue?
Sometimes.
Huh.
Why,
Right.
do you not think it's me color?
No, it's fine. Never seen you blue before. Except emotionally, but...
Well, all right.
How bad is it?
Well, right now I'm feeling a little bit attacked, but it's fine. Oh, the ship. It's pretty good. It's a little bit dented. It doesn't seem to be taking on water. Is that your invention?
Sort of, kind of. I didn't invent it. I didn't invent it.
Are you drunk right now?
Listen, I was drinking 3 different cups of tea before.
Is Andy well?
I'm okay. I don't know. My tongue's having a bad time, apparently. I think the wires across my brain cells right now.
It's the bimbo. It's taken over.
I just can't win today.
You're winning in my heart, Andy. I just want you
Thank
to
you.
know.
Stop giving me fuel then.
Karibo, rip my hair off.
Shave it live.
Alright, anyways. Shave it live!
No.
The brain cell is shared.
Yes.
The transference is happening.
Oh, hell yes.
Alright.
Hell yes.
I didn't invent it. I learned it from I'm going to call them like a master carpenter, but they're sort of a magician.
Oh, are you magical? I didn't realize.
More of my tools, if anything.
Right.
Do it. Don't do it.
Oh no! I knocked over my mic.
That was a divine intervention if I've ever seen one. We gotta stop.
We gotta stop
right
her.
here, right now, before we're done.
Hey, gang, I love you very much, and I do love playing with you. Beth,
We gotta cut the check, as Anthony Mackie would say. We got it.
I am so
The brain cell tried to come to me, and then it just like got sucked back into me.
It's just Kirby.
Oh.
It's all.
Woo! You know what, guys? It's fine. It's
Is
fine. We're just talking about Connor and his magical tool.
I'm calling this episode's title was just the horniest episode.
Which is
Oh,
Hey,
no.
that's not fair.
Is this one
That's
69? We need to get to 69.
No, this
No.
isn't 69 yet. 69 is when you level up.
Nice. Me, like, personally?
No, that's not.
Who knows?
When you ascend to godhood.
69 is where everyone but you levels up.
No! All right. It's because I'm the big bad. It's fine. All right, so Connor, magical tools. Go. You did this.
Oh,
I'm just
I'm
reacting.
just saying words.
I'm just yes-anding here.
A true professional.
I am
The most
hire me
professional.
for your live actual plays.
Do
This
it.
isn't live.
Oh my god. Give me a moment.
Andy left. Oh,
No
boy.
moments.
I'm actually looking up something in my notes. Which, there it is.
About the magical tool. Fast.
Yeah, maybe.
Never know.
He just raises an eyebrow at you. Well, don't say that next sentence, Andrew. Don't say that next sentence. Well, yeah, they help me
Get the job done.
get the job done.
Proficient in it, some would say. That's good to know. Well, I don't think you'll be needing your harness anymore.
No, I won't. Oh,
Unless
thank
that's
you for
part of
doing
it.
this scouting. Where is the damage?
And I'll sort of like count over the portholes or whatever I did to sort of be like, and I'll sort of lean over and be like, do you see just there? And there's kind of a sharp jut in rock. It's kind of right by that.
Okay. Hmm.
It looks
Yeah.
like he's holding a sheet up.
He's holding the railing and looking over it. This is the best I got for you. Captain, I'm gonna have to shimmy down, and I'm gonna need some wood dropped to me. And think, okay, well, that might be a little dangerous.
Are you gonna do it in the water?
No, I mean, like, they're just gonna lower me down a little bit, and then I can kind of just figure out the placement of thing and replace some boards here and there. It should be fine. It'll be great.
I mean, I can breathe water if that's helpful.
Oh, we can all breathe water. It just kills some of us.
I would argue that that's not really breathing then. It's more of choking.
Semantics. Well, anyways. I am gonna go down. He clips the rope to him. God damn it, Grayson.
I'm sorry.
You know what? I'm just gonna say the sentence.
It was
just-
Beth. It was
I'm
Beth's
just gonna-
fault.
I'm just gonna say the sentence I was
It's
not
always
gonna say
Beth's
earlier.
face.
Listen, these
No.
tools help me pound wood.
No.
This is how it is.
There it is.
Yeah, there it
Hell
is.
yeah.
I'm
See,
glad
it's
we
better
got
if
it.
you just embrace it.
We
It was
got it
cute.
out the
You're a little,
system
like,
now.
Kermit, like,
Connor ties his harness to a couple different pieces of rope and then puts that to the railing. And then he looks over and he keeps trying to find potentially the biggest and heaviest person.
Like,
Oh,
I think there's someone bigger than Vigram on the ship.
might be.
who? The turtle, maybe? I don't think Deckard is all that hearty, is he? Is Deckard like a
He-
stout?
Deckard is a half orc, half
Oh.
furbolg.
Oh,
So
then he'd
this
be
is
pretty stout.
Okay.
probably just a little bit bigger than Bagram.
We got some beefy boys here. That's
He points over at Deckard and says, I need an anchor. How you feel, big boy? Okay. Yeah, you can just rope me up, I guess. Are you sure you want to do it from the outside? And realizing that these two have a very similar voice. It's great. I love having a conversation with myself. Yeah, I'll be fine if you just anchor me well enough. Oh, cat. Anyways, to not have a conversation with myself anymore, the two of them prepare as Deckard is a anchor for Connor as Connor goes over the edge. And so, yeah, Connor starts beginning to do some work down there. If you'd like, you can wait for him to complete his work, or you can do other things.
I read too much smut for this.
Like before session or during?
Just in my life.
general. As long
You
as
say
you're
going over the
comfortable with
edge.
it.
You
that's
say
insane.
I like went away. I just left.
Wow.
I just...
you did. We need to move on from this topic of conversation.
All right, all of you make your
2 hours.
Sinners.
all of you make a
That-
perception check for me.
oh,
The waves start to pick up a little bit. The water gets a little choppy, and you can hear the storm above this island not moving from where it is, swirling and getting more intense. But yeah,
15.
12.
I got 7. My boy.
okay. Look, you hear sort of like what you think is like rumbling thunder and whirling winds, but you actually start to pick out something else, and it almost sounds like a voice or a cry of some kind of suffused within the winds.
Ty.
Hmm.
Well, you see, I know sometimes I tell things to people and they don't really believe me, even though they should. Well, did you hear that?
Or what?
I don't know. It kind of sounded like a cry for help, like a little help me on the wind, you know?
Like someone's in trouble.
I don't really. Yes. I'm going to say yes. Because who would cry out for help if they weren't in trouble?
Do you know? Outside the cave or inside the cave?
I don't know. I heard the thunder, and then it felt like it was kind of like. Well, maybe it was in the storm. Maybe they're like stuck in the storm. Maybe someone didn't make it out with their boats. Or maybe we're all wrong about what's coming to the cave. Maybe it's a dragon and it needs help. Maybe it's like I got stuck up in this tornado, and then we could help it, and then it'll be our friend, and then like maybe it'll give us a little bit of its hoard. It might be like a cool hoard. It might be like seashells or something.
Sure. Why don't you keep listening for that? I'm gonna go find Kyrene.
Okay, I'm listening. I'll write it
Okay.
down in my book.
Okay.
But before you
Yeah.
go, is there a way that, like, if something happens, I can tell you?
Um.
I have the stone. Kyrene has the other one.
Great. I won't be long. I'm just gonna get her to do a head count.
Okay, tell her to like have the stone on her. Okay.
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 I'll go. Do I see Kyrene anywhere?
You do.
Okay, I'll go over to her.
She's sort of supervising the what I guess is a fanfic now on the other side of the ship.
Okay, I'll walk up to her. I make no indication that I see Fia there.
Okay.
But I will talk directly to Kyrene. Hey, Princess, have you done a head count?
Well, I believe we actually did that last session.
Okay. I don't remember did Ty know that?
It's been a little bit. I think you might have actually asked her for this already.
Okay.
But you know what? For the sake of this episode, we'll just say if it did happen before, it hasn't happened yet.
Okay.
It's fine. No, I haven't done it yet, but it seems like everyone should be here. Are we missing something?
I don't know. You might want to, though. Locke's hearing someone cry for help.
Well, thank you for bringing this up. I'll quickly get on this.
Sure. Want us to go check it out?
The
I don't know
cry?
where it's coming from, though.
Have you heard it yourself?
No.
Well, it would be good to go check it out. Just in case it is one of our own or someone else caught up in the storm. Just, if you're gathering people for this, do be careful.
Two of us can go.
Okay.
All right, I'll go back over to Locke. Want to go for a walk?
We're going for a walk. Okay. It's no one on the ship then.
She's doing a head count.
Okay. Are you sure you're okay with coming? Like, if we fall into the water, I'll be fine. You'll probably be fine too, even though I guess it's not fresh water and it's not that allowed to go to, like, salty waters.
I don't plan on going under.
Okay.
You want to walk?
Okay.
Tap his shoulder and cast water walk on the two of us.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
All right. Locke, you feel almost a little airy, a little bubbly.
I feel like the water's leaving my body.
The water leaves your body and you can no longer walk, just as the spell intended.
You'll be a fish on land for a little bit.
I feel like I'm in a gaseous form, you know?
It's only an hour.
Okay.
Do you have an idea of where the noise came from?
It was kind of all over the place, but I think more towards the storm.
Okay. Let's at least go around the boat. Make sure no one's in the cave.
Okay.
What's the easiest way for us to get down? Is there a ladder?
Well, considering you have water walk, you can probably just leap over the edge and be fine.
Okay. I'm not sure how high up a ship sits in water, but if we can do that, that sounds great.
I think it's cool.
Okay.
If you want, there are an assortment of rope ladders, planks you can
I mean, if I can
leap
jump,
off.
I'm jumping.
Oh, geez.
I'll jump first so
Wow,
that
so
I can help walk
ambitious.
down.
I'm
Okay.
coming. I'm a cloud now, so we're fine.
All right. Yeah. You just for the hell of it, can I get an athletics check from you, Ty?
Oh, geez, no. Here comes Death. Oh, that's not bad.
From Ty,
Oh,
you might get an acrobatics when she's down there.
okay.
Athletics, 19.
19. Yeah. You kind of gauge how high up the ship is and how choppy the waves are. You leap forward, and yeah, you, rather than hitting the water and expecting the sensation of the ocean to take you, you are kind of met with a uneven kind of buoyancy as you land on the water as if it was jello.
Nice.
It's jelly.
I will help walk down if I can.
Okay. It probably it might be easier to catch him if he just leaps. But you can also just, if he just like slides off the edge, you can like get him.
Okay. She is still cautious about touching people too much, so it would probably be more of like her right hand extended, so he can kind of leap towards her hand, use it as like to stabilize if he needs it.
Okay. All right, Locke. I'll get an acrobatics check from you.
Okay.
Or athletics if it is whatever one's higher for you. I think your acrobatics is higher though.
That is a 16.
Okay, yeah. With Ty helping you, you're able to gracefully land, and yeah, you're sitting on water now. Fun thing to note: while the water here is sort of tumultuous, not as much as the ocean is right now, the area underneath you seems to like almost stabilize.
Okay. We'll do a perimeter of the ship. Ty's mostly concerned with now now that she knows what happened with Locke. She knows what his mom is, and she knows what happened to his crew. She's mostly concerned about that. And the effect that might have on Locke.
Locke is just happy helping out. Like,
Yeah, the two of you scour around the ship, and you don't see anything immediately around the ship. If you'd like to go a bit further, I'd get perception checks from the two of you.
Okay. I'm used to this kind of stuff, Ty.
Yeah, you walk on water often?
Oh, no, not that. Being a scout, I meant.
Being a fish with legs.
Yeah, that one.
15.
15?
14.
14. Okay. Looking about, you don't see anyone near the ship or sort of like semi in the vicinity. You do see that the ship had like come into this cave and went a little bit further before it anchored down. And this sort of, I guess it's a cove that you're in. There are a couple of rocky outcroppings that lead up to darkness, potentially holes or tunnels of some kind. You don't see anyone over there. Looking towards the mouth of this cave, you don't see anyone just yet. There is a lot of water kind of just spraying up here and there, which makes it a little difficult. 15 though. You do hear something. And it sounds a little strange. And it's putting two and two together. You think this might be the voice that Locke is hearing. It's a lot of different sounds that are kind of like pressed together that make some kind of voice. It doesn't exactly sound humanoid, but it does sound like something is calling out.
Can I pinpoint where it's coming from?
The way the sound is making its way to you, it sounds like it's coming probably from outside. Like it is like through all the chaos of the weather, it is reverberating down into this cave.
I hear it.
You do?
Thank you. Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's outside.
Should I
don't
call
know if
out
it's
to
a
you?
person.
No? What do you think
Hard
it
to
is?
tell.
Do you think it's the elemental?
I've never heard an elemental speak, so I don't really know.
Oh. Well, you know, I'm sure elementals can also be in sorts of trouble sometimes.
I'm sure they can be.
Like, imagine you were an earth elemental and you stepped in a puddle.
And you're a mud elemental, right?
Exactly, and you don't want to be a mud elemental.
No. You want to go a bit closer, see if we can figure out where exactly it is.
Mm.
Okay. Don't didn't bring any sort of rope or anything because didn't think that far ahead.
Maybe I have some.
I'll also say this: you guys can just go back to the ship and just ask for some rope, and they can throw some down.
That's true.
But
we'd have to go back to the ship.
But if
We
it's in
used
character,
my rope.
if it's in character for you not to do that, then by
I
all
don't
means.
have rope. We used my rope for something and I don't remember what.
I just if we go closer to the mouth of this cave, I want you to blow away.
Am I that light right now?
I don't know. It's just it's turbulent out there. I've got armor on, so.
Oh, so you think you're heavier and I'm not heavier? That's okay, because like I could breathe underwater.
You won't go underwater.
Right. Not yet. But if we're away from each other for like an hour, you don't really have to worry about me, because it's not like I'll drown.
Yeah, that's not really okay. It's fine. How about you just? I'll hold out my right hand for him.
Okay.
I don't know. It should be fine.
Are you asking to hold my hand?
Yes.
Okay.
I just don't want to burn you.
I'm pretty dewy most of the time, Ty.
It should be fine.
It should be fine. You know, we'll probably make a little steam cloud or something.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
And I'll walk closer to the mouth of the cave.
You feel his
Okay.
little clammy hand.
Little fish.
He doesn't need omega-3. He doesn't need fish oil because he just excretes it.
Holding my hand means you'll get some today.
Just rubbing your hands on people's faces. This is good for you. Oh boy. Okay. As you start making your way towards the mouth of the cave, the waves actually start to get a little choppier. And could I get strength saves from the two of you?
Can I give resistance to lock through our hands?
Yeah.
What's that?
Oh, natural 20. I'm fucking
Wow.
sturdy.
Well, listen, is that? Do I get to roll again?
Let's go.
Is it again or is it a D4? I can never
It's a
remember.
D4.
Okay, well, it's not really gonna help me because I rolled the 1.
Good, great. I'm glad
You
the world
also
is balanced.
have your reroll of the session.
It's fair because Beth already
I
used
just want to
hers.
see you where this goes.
Will my 20 save you?
Okay.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Ah, shucky ducky.
So
Wait,
As
I'll roll
the-
my D4 just to give us some.
yeah, let's see if you get a 4 and it becomes something. I don't know. Okay, and that one, what is that for you for strength save? That's a whole other.
That's a +3, so.
Okay, so that's total of 5. All right. So, despite your water walk spell kind of keeping the footing, the water underneath you a little bit stable, it does get a little bit uneven here and there, as you would kind of expect walking on tumultuous water. There is a moment where, as you get closer to the mouth of the cave, the water kind of swoops in and sort of there's a bit of a wave, and it's extremely rapid and choppy. But Ty, you plant both your feet, and it basically just hits you and then splits around you. Unfortunately, by splitting around you, it slams into Locke, and Locke gets lifted up as he is standing on the water, and it starts to kind of rise and fling him away. But you're holding hands. I did roll a natural 20. So you're able to grip onto Locke and just kind of keep him there as the wave eventually not really subsides, but moves past you and kind of towards the wall of the cave. Within that one, though, Locke, you are sort of rocketed off your feet as this happens, and you're kind of, as Ty is holding you, and you're kind of above her head at this point, you do kind of, as the water moves past you, you kind of fall, and you fall kind of on your stomach.
Oh,
Ow.
ow.
Are you okay?
Yeah, it's okay. I was just a little bit distracted.
It's rough out here. Are you sure you want to keep going?
Yeah, I won't do that again. It was just, well, never mind. It's fine.
Okay. Stay closer behind me. I can shield you from some of it.
Okay.
I think you would like notice that he's like looking at your hands, holding, kind of softly, and then it's like trying to sturdy himself and be tougher, and then like not look at your hands anymore.
I've got this.
Yeah. Next time you'll walk over it.
I'm gonna have a bruise.
Possibly. But you can tell Bygram that you got a bit of a workout on the water.
Okay, I will. I'll tell him a fish punched me in the gut.
Yeah.
You point to the bruise and be like, I got this from working out.
It's an ab forming. That's how that works, right? Okay,
Completely.
let's do
Yeah.
this. Should we communicate? Not you and I. Us with the thing.
With the screen. I suppose. You want to call out for it? You want me to?
I can do it if you want, like, not that I think you shouldn't or that you're not strong.
You're better at talking than I am. It's okay.
Okay. You're right, I'll do that. Oh, mighty voice from the mist. We've come to help you.
How do you just say this at a regular volume?
No, you like shouts it as loud as you can, but
Okay.
it's not very loud.
Okay. Yeah, because it's Locke and his voice is a little muted. Give me a
Guidance?
I'm gonna say no to this. Oh,
Okay. It's fine. I'm always bad at using guidance, so it's
yeah,
fine.
it really should be a reaction rather than a preemptive thing.
Yeah, that's fine.
I think because Locke is just going to shout out, like by the time you would get the spell up, he's already said something. Give me a, I want to say persuasion check with disadvantage. Oh, with disadvantage because of how loud it is out here. As you two step out of the cave, you notice like the winds are whipping, the clouds are dark, there's lightning flashing, there's rain. There is every aspect of the storm here, and it's chaotic and noisy.
Okay. It would have been nice. I rolled a 19, but on my disadvantage dice. And because it's, I will go with the disadvantage because of the noise, so I understand that. So that's a 21. That's like the worst roll I can have.
Yeah, for charisma based things, right? Holy moly.
And I didn't even ask if it was like a humanoid,
Mm-hmm.
Anyways. I'm just a sweet little boy. I just want to know if you're okay.
Oh my god.
I'm a fish.
You shout out this declaration. Is the fish part of it? What are you saying? I just want to be sure.
I'm just trying to appeal to its senses, like maybe it doesn't want to talk to a sweet little boy. Maybe it wants to talk to a sweet little boy who is a fish.
Okay. You shout out these words into the wind.
He's gonna turn to Di and go, I'm trying.
Every aspect of me wants Locke to try again even harder and shout, but you did roll so well.
He's gonna try. He's gonna try louder.
Try louder. If you try louder, this one's not a disadvantage. If you roll lower, I'm just gonna take your first roll.
I didn't think it hurt me, Tyza. I'm gonna do it again.
Okay.
I am a little fish boy. Come to rescue you, mighty voice. Are you okay? Am I rolling? I'm gonna roll.
Yes. Roll me another persuasion check.
Okay. It's the same.
Yeah. The dice are telling me the dice are telling me your roll was that high to be destined. All right. Shouting out your declaration again. You think you hear something on the winds. Could both of you make a perception check with me? Locke, you get advantage.
Nice.
19,
Oh,
24.
let's go.
Oh, jeez. Well,
Both of you?
That's a 21 for me. I'm not...
Okay.
Nice.
You both hear something in what you can assume is primordial.
I know primordial.
I know, you both do know primordial.
Mhm.
But it's... While primordial is like Latin to French and Spanish, the language that you are hearing isn't exactly primordial, but it's a subset of it. But you hear something that says, I hear you. Come witness me.
Listen,
And it's
it has like a southern twang to its primordial, but should we go? I want to witness. I don't know about you, but
What kinds of things speak primordial?
elementals, like I said, you and I.
Mhm.
I don't actually know that you speak primordial. That was just your face looked like you understood. So
yeah.
Yeah, I caught that.
This is a... I guess this is a question sort of maybe for out of campaign, but how do you think your relationship with primordial as a language is? Do you think it's something you like innately know, or is it something you studied? Like D&D just kind of gives it to you, but
I think Locke innately knows it. Because I don't really think anyone helped him continue studying it.
Yeah.
So, but I think he probably also researched it a little bit because he felt like a connection to it or heard it before and said, like, understood that he understood it.
I think Di is similar. I think when she was 4, it just triggered kind of a vague recollection in her that she, like, if she heard it at some point later, it was kind of I can pick out words and I don't really know why. And then maybe she pursued it more when she was living at the orphanage.
Because otherwise, like, you might not have had a lot of primordial interaction beforehand. So, okay. I feel like it's both a bit of a shock, but also like... What's the word I want? Like a shock and a surprise in a good way when you hear these words. You're like, oh, I understand that. Oh, I actually know what this is saying. Okay.
Okay. Will you promise me something before we go see what this is?
definitely. Probably? Yes. It depends. What?
If it gets dangerous and I ask you to go back to the ship for help, will you do that?
You mean, I think you didn't say the right thing there. I think you meant we will leave to go get help.
Ideally. But if that's not the case?
I don't really know if I like that plan.
You're faster than I am.
I don't know if that's true.
I told you, my armor is good for weighing me down.
Okay, Ty, I pinky promise that I will go get help.
Okay.
Okay.
As we're, holding hands.
As they're holding hands and kind of stepping out past the cave, you do realize that while it looks like there's like sort of a rocky beach. This island is a lot of jagged cliffs, and you might have to either traverse your way around to wherever this voice is or climb. It does sound like it's coming from straight above you, and sort of you can kind of guess that it's angled in a certain way, that it's not directly above you. It is sort of further back. So you might have to climb or travel a bit to get to this.
I have a question for you, Ty.
Hmm.
Before we go, I imagine it's waiting for us. Do you think that Fia and Bygram would be mad at us if we had went on an adventure all by ourselves?
I think Fia's already mad. So what's the matter?
I don't know if that's completely true. I think Fia and I kind of, reconciled a little, and well, like that's hopefully something that can happen all around. Maybe like a little team building exercise, like meeting an elemental might help with that. Maybe the elemental is a therapist.
I thought Bygram was the therapist.
Does he have a PhD?
Definitely not.
Huh.
It's up to you. If you want them here, then you can ask them.
Well, I'm just thinking, so that I don't have to run away and I don't have to keep such a terrible promise. I think
Sure.
Bygram could take an elemental.
Maybe.
I got a better idea.
He's gonna pull out his sending stone.
Kyrie, come in.
You still have this? I thought I took it away from you.
Sure. Well, I have it.
You definitely do still have it, so nimble fingers and all. What did you find? It seems like we have everyone here.
Oh, that's not what I was calling about. Can you tell Fia and Bygram to meet us? I realize now they can't walk on water. That was something we did. I'll call you back.
That's not how this works. Fia, Bygram, your the rest of your gang, as it's been called, requires the help with something. Locke wasn't very specific.
Sounds about right.
Uh-huh.
They mentioned walking on water. I mean,
Was he on drugs?
is that something he partakes in normally?
Well, I don't know. He's an odd little fellow. He's been stuck on a ship. Perhaps the bird brought him drugs.
His dealer.
I am questioning the validity of your outings and the sanctity of the ships you sailed on before, but maybe I'm a little judgy, whatever. Maybe you should go find them.
Well, where are they? If they're...
They were looking around the cavern for people, I believe. They heard something.
They're walking on water in the cavern. How do you suppose we get there? Do you have a boat? Like a little dinghy?
She points. I mean, there are sort of walkways on the cavern walls. I mean, there's little ledges.
What the fuck is there really? Shit. Didn't notice before.
I mean, they're not exactly the easiest to... Hold on. I stand corrected. There are footprints. So someone's been here before.
It's not meant to be comforting.
No.
Doesn't be. Oh.
I think maybe you two go find your friends in case this is some sort of den.
And you're arming up. Pun intended.
Just in case.
Okay, I can grab some stuff. Grab my, I guess the rest of my stuff, like rope and
Yeah, good.
other
Take
things.
some rope. Take whatever you need.
Yeah, I'll get my sword.
Whatever we need.
Shield.
Within reason.
Yeah, I think I need to.
Could we get a flare wand again? Perhaps.
Here you go.
Do you have any more of those healing potions? No. Hang around.
Give her a persuasion check.
All right.
Give her a kiss.
All right.
Yeah, give her a kiss.
Uh-oh.
So that'll go.
I feel like if I try, I'm going to get shot in the head.
Did you know I could just have natural 20 crits
Exiting.
whenever I want?
I mean, consent is important. People
Yeah.
don't just go around kissing people. What am I doing? Persuasion?
Natural 20 consent.
Persuasion.
Also.
Persuasion? Well, I am proficient in it because I'm a little shit. So that would be a 21.
I gotta start making things harder.
Technically, that is a hard difficulty class. But I mean, I'm just
Yeah.
that good.
You guys are only level 6?
Listen, I am like
Listen,
my
you're
subset of rogues is charisma.
you're shooting so high for level 6 characters. Yeah, she looks at you. Okay, fine. Yeah. She hands you 2 potions of healing.
Dope.
They're like a test tube with like a wax seal.
Perfect.
They're just the regular ones.
I'll take one and I'll give Bygrim one. And as I go to pass it to him, I start in my old habit of being kind of cheeky, and then I sort of catch myself and I just say, to keep you safe.
Oh, yeah, thanks. I'll just take it, put it in his pocket. Let me go to my room and then we can head out. Yeah.
All right. I guess I'll go to one of the walkways.
Yeah,
Okay.
I can spot you. Yeah.
They're sort of. You'll have to.
Question. Okay, before you
Yes.
start explaining, I have a thought.
Yes.
Dangerous.
Until this moment, I haven't been able to summon my sword. So I was hoping that perhaps I could jump into the water, and under the cover of the water, if I could see if perhaps I could summon my sword.
All right, Lady of the Lake.
Except I'm also the one getting it. The Lady of the Lake, if she decided to be like, you know what, I'm going to be king.
Let me just look at your ability.
Absolutely.
Because I don't think you. Okay. 1, you don't have your pact yet, so you can't summon anything.
Did I not sleep? What?
No,
What
I
am
mean,
packed?
that's at level 3.
Oh, fuck. Damn it.
I'm letting you know.
Oh.
Fia, you leap into the water. Give me a stealth check.
All right. Oh, I have advantage on stuff. Ooh, that's a natural 19. That's a 5. So,
I mean, I did give you boots for stealth, so like
yeah,
that's
so
not
that's a 29.
29. No one. You leap into the water. No one has any clue where you are or what you're doing down there. Give me a strength saving throw as you're
It's
in
the
the
blue
choppy
camouflage.
water.
Listen.
You leap in there and you try to summon the sword, and you feel something between your hands. You feel the water surging with energy as you realize, oh yeah, the water's still bad out here. What do you roll?
I rolled an 18, a natural 17.
Wow, beautiful. Despite leaping into the water to try and summon a sword that maybe doesn't even exist, you realize that you've only got so much time here, and so you shoulder yourself against the rushing waves. You pop out somewhere where you can climb onto a ledge.
Yep.
Bygram, you're either
Yep.
swimming or there isn't one in like a quick access, like you like just hop off the boat. You have to. You can see where one is. You will have to run and jump to it.
Yeah, Bygram could do that. He's pretty
Okay.
long and
Beth,
athletic at this point.
I will say, despite the fact that you can't summon a hex weapon right now, you can. Or sorry, a pact weapon right now. You can put your hex warrior ability, which lets you attack with charisma, on any of your weapons if you would like.
Yes. Yes, I will.
Bygram.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, do I need to? Oh,
Give me an athletics check, big
there
boy.
we go. I was like, I feel like I'm rolling for something, just not sure what. Ooh, that is it's 14 plus 8.
14 plus 8, 22?
Yeah, 22. Yeah.
22 easily beats the DC. You get a running leap, and you leap off the side of the boat and just make it onto a ledge and kind of plant yourself, and you kind of feel the cave kind of shake a little bit because you're so strong and mighty. But yeah, you were on a walkway. Fia, maybe about 15 feet down from you, climbs out of the water, hair sopping wet, dripping like a terrifying creature. She climbs up onto the walkway. As you.
The one thing Fia would see on Bygram now is that he has her trident on his back.
All right.
Because he's like, if we're dealing with underwater shit, we're gonna fucking stab it with a giant ass fork. That is
all right. And I'm gonna say, if you wanted, you can bring other adventure gear, rope.
Yeah, he has some rope too.
Yeah. We cut back to the Blue Crew.
I didn't realize that they couldn't walk on water, so I kind of left them on. Well, I don't know how to tell them to get here. You know, shall I call her back?
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. I can cast a spell again if that's what they want.
Oh no, that's not. How are you gonna do that from all the way over here?
We'd have to go back and get them.
Oh, that's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Okay, I just didn't want you to I didn't want you to get hurt, you know? I'd be pretty bad, and to be honest, I was lying.
Oh, when?
When I said a pinky promised, I didn't.
Right, okay. Well, then we should hope it's not dangerous.
Okay. But maybe we should, I'll call her back.
Sure.
I'll give them directions. And then if it is dangerous, well then at least like while we're in danger and we're like, oh no, my insides, they're outsides. We know someone's coming. Oh.
Yeah.
Kyrene, come in.
Yeah. Yes. Hello. What is it?
Good to hear from you too.
Well, listen. Never mind. Are you okay?
Yeah, we're fine.
Okay.
We just, heard a voice in the distance and we're following it.
I would advise against that. That sounds sort of like
too late.
A siren's call of some kind, but
no. No. It's not like that. I know what that is. Anyway, we just wanted to let you know that we're in this general direction. So, you know, if you send a scout party out for us, please do. Just in case.
I've already started to mobilize Bygrim and Fia.
Oh, those are the perfect two for the mission. Thank you.
Oh yes, well, we've discovered that there are walkways around here, just little ledges, but it seems like there's footprints and there might be little caves.
I thought you said little kids, and I was like, that's terrifying.
I would. Well, I mean,
if we meet one, I will know it's the enemy.
please don't kill any kids out here, Bog.
Okay.
I mean, unless they're trying to kill you, then I mean, I wouldn't kill children.
Okay.
But we think maybe this could be a den of some kind for maybe some
Elementals, molten fish.
I was going to say pirates or
Cool.
Yes. I had a feeling you'd say that. Well, some of us are going to scout out the caves a little bit, just
Did
in
you
case
find
someone...
an eye patch? A peg leg? A parrot who told you all his secrets?
I found some footprints I could spy, and we're just on the lookout. But hold on, your friend Bagram's just about to... Bagram! Where are you at?
Here's my general direction. Oh, beautiful. I see the eye patch.
I don't know where mine is. Bagram at the mouth of the cave. There he goes.
All right, bye, Kyrene.
Goodbye.
She said a whole bunch of nonsense. She said that there were pirates here, and then I said, "Oh, what cool evidence did you find?" And she said footprints.
Footprints. Good. All right.
Like you could tell if it's a pirate. Maybe she knows pirate boots, you know?
Yeah, they all have the stamp.
Peg leg.
Yeah.
One's a footprint, the other's a peg leg.
Right. I never really thought of that. Maybe she was right. She also said that we should be worried about the voice we heard, but...
Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't know. Just seemed
That's
like
why we're going to investigate.
Right. But it just want us to witness it.
Yep. It's what we're witnessing. That's, probably what we should be worried about, but
you were willing to go.
Sure. I'd rather go see an elemental than be surprised by one.
Oh, like you first kind of thing. Like, I thought we were just going to be its friend.
Possibly. If anyone can be its friend, it would probably be you. But again, I would rather, be the first one to make the move than be asleep tonight in the storm and be surprised by it, especially if it doesn't want to be a friend.
Kyrene didn't think it was an elemental.
But she also thought there were pirates.
That's true, but she said something sort of curious.
What was that?
Well, when I said that we heard a voice and that we were following it, she said that it sounded like a siren call.
Do you think it does?
I don't know.
Do sirens speak primordial?
I speak primordial.
So the answer is yes, then.
Well, I don't know. I've just always kind of known it, so I think maybe they do.
Well, if it is, you might have to do all the talking.
Okay. Well, I'm okay with that. I do a lot of talking most of the time.
You good with talking to sirens?
I don't know. I've never spoken to any. But, you know, well, Ty, I have sort of a personal question for you.
Okay, and in her head, she's thinking of the slew of personal questions he has asked her over the last 2 months of them being together. What is it?
Well, I've kind of noticed that, well, Bikram is like a pretty, handsome man. You'd say?
I guess people would say that.
People would say that about Bikram. You would not. Correct?
I'm not sure what you're asking here.
It's just that, like, most people would think Bikram is pretty attractive. Thea thinks Bikram is attractive. And so my thought is that, he's just not an attractive person to you because, well, you only like ladies.
Yeah.
Okay. See, well, the captain also only likes ladies.
Right. Yeah,
Not
that's kind of why I
captain,
said, I
kind-
know. It's kind of why I said you'd have to do all the talking.
Right. But, you know, the captain was, well, she was fine, you know? Like, she got away. She met them and got away, you know? 'Cause I'm here.
Yeah, you prove that. Yeah, I understand what you're saying, and you know, hopefully, if they are sirens, we could have a similar escape if needed. You know how you can sometimes ask people how to do things, or you can ask people to do things and they'll do it for you if you specifically are the one who asks. If you need to, just ask me to go back to the ship.
Okay. Make you go back to the ship.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you can follow.
Okay.
Will you actually swear it this time?
Yes.
Is that a lie?
I don't know the circumstances. What if my foot is in a bear trap or something?
I could see that may be a concern objectively, but I don't imagine that there are many of those specifically around here.
Right. I'm just saying I want to follow you back to the ship, and I will try my best to do that.
Okay.
Okay. Do you see a little green man on the horizon?
Ty, as you go to look, what you do see on the horizon is that we'll be going on a little bit of a break. We'll see you all back in a couple of minutes.
See what you did there?
I did too.
Welcome to the Charisma Saving Show ad break. Looking for ways to support the show? We've got tons of great free options for you. If you haven't already, why not subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow our Twitter, or join our Discord? Already doing all those things? There are other great ways for you to interact with our show, like leaving us a comment, using our hashtag, hitting the like button, or interacting with our chat on premiere days. So set sail with us and join in on the adventure.
It was on this ocean you found your adventure with a true sailor's heart, putting the ink to your story that set you apart. The waves on those waters, they swayed and they crashed, but the heart of you sailors is braver than its brash. I know these currents will carry you home, because home is wherever you roam. The ink in your pages may run, but these stories have already begun. And when the storm rolls through the port again, and the waves crash on that sand, we know those storms don't scare you sailors there. You were all made to leave dry land. So you hoisted sails and you caught the wind, as your journeys all did begin. And your blood is of the sea. You all set sail to be free. You heard that horizon hailing, because that's where your destiny's sailing. No storms out there can stop you sailors here. So let's sound off, cast and crew, as another drop drips into the sea and the tide's ebb and flow brings you all back to this wonderful story.
Hello, everyone. Look here to do what bards do. Our sworn duty to tell you about grand stories, brave adventurers, and eels with thumbs. You're probably asking yourself, where can I find such tales? Well, I'm here to tell you about the new episode of the Charisma Saving Show coming out soon. You probably don't want to miss it.
All right, as the tide surges and the winds howl, we return from a break. Ty and Locke, you're waiting at the mouth of the cave, looking onto it as the winds around you buffet you, and the water rises back and forth between your feet. Looking for your friends, or your friend and acquaintance. Your friend and your work comrade.
I'm friends with everybody. I don't know if she's looking back.
I have to take in the scope of the two of you. And as we look off into the cave, Fia and Bygram, yeah. Fia, you're crawling your way out onto the walkway. Byram, you've landed and you hear Kyrene's directions that have been retconned retroactively in.
Bygram just looks over and like you see my eyes flash like crocodiles in the night, and it's just like
Your skin blue, your eyes popping.
Gills out.
There's some fun dichotomy between you and Locke.
Listen, who knew?
Who knew? Not I.
All right. I guess we should head to the mouth of the cave. Yeah.
Are you with me, or are you still? I don't remember where you are, and I know Andy just said it, but I've already forgotten.
Pretty sure I'm just walking towards you.
After you have dived under the water and had your little shenanigans, you climb out and you see that there is a walkway above you. Climb up to it.
Thank you.
There's footprints here and there. Bygram just lands like 15 feet away from you and starts checking himself and then strutting his way over.
Fia will note the trident, and she'll say, "Oh, you're giving it a shot."
Oh,
Point to the trident.
yeah. I figured, might need it for like climbing maybe or stabbing stuff.
It's good at stabbing.
Got some rope too, so yeah, we should be good.
Right. So they're at the mouth.
Yeah,
They didn't go deeper in?
No, I don't think Ty would let Locke go deeper into the, unknown territory.
Right, and going out into the eye of a storm is much better.
Yeah. Not the best plan, but what can you do? You ready? Ready to go?
Oh, it's born ready. Who doesn't love a storm?
Yeah. We should probably go. Yeah. Don't want to keep them waiting too long.
I'm really hoping Locke doesn't still have the talisman of Talos. The talisman.
The talisman.
Wow.
Oh.
He actually has it tattooed all over his body.
That checks out.
It's just a member of Yakuza.
Actually, I don't remember what you've done with it. I vaguely remember it coming up when you were talking to Rofier, though.
It's around.
It's around. It's walking. It's actually animated.
It's
fighting with Mock.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's 1v1ing Mock in Ty's room.
Checks out.
Anyways, yeah. You have to make your way to the mouth of the cave. You vaguely know the direction, and you're probably sure that you can make it that way. You are on a sort of like you're on a ridge. There's maybe about 10 feet of walking space, so you can do side by side. It is 15 feet up, and you look like you've got to kind of curve a little bit, and kind of there are some areas ahead of you that look like it might be a little difficult to navigate. It'll be fine.
We got this. No problem. Off we go. Bygram, should I lead?
Oh, yeah, you can take point. Yeah. After you.
Right. I'll sort of scoot past. And not so much looking for traps, but it's more looking for like slippery spots and stuff so I can point him out to him.
All right, give me a perception check.
Oh, that was a good one. Perception. 19.
19. You see ahead of you the path kind of curves a little bit. It actually gets a bit narrower, and there is sort of a bunch of crystals that kind of jut out. And it looks like you'll be probably fine to like skirt around it. Bygram will have to kind of maybe press himself against it, or like hug the wall, or like he might be a little tall, so he might have to just like scoot.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you think maybe you could climb up a bit to a different pathway, but that might be treacherous. The whole risk of this cave is that there are little ridges and ledges here and there, natural rock formation, but there are a lot of spiky crystals everywhere.
I'll be able to just point it out and say, you might want to scoot on your bum or something across, like a little kid doing the stairs.
Oh. Yeah, I can do that. Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Thanks for looking out. Appreciate it.
That's my job. Just eyes on the swivel.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. As you two get to that point, Fia, you're able to... I'm going to get this from both of you. Could you both give me acrobatics checks?
Oh, okay.
Oh my goodness, I'm rolling incredible now.
Ooh. That is a 10.
10. All right. 24. Fia, this is easy for you to get around this bend. You kind of just walk. You basically just walk and glide through, and you can see it curves around a little bit more and goes down a little bit. Bygram, you scoot a little bit, and you kind of just get through there. You kick a few rocks here and there that fall. You watch them fall the 15 feet into the water, but your footing is fine.
Okay.
And as you get past this point, it's a little uncomfortable. But
Yeah.
as you get onto the other side of Fia, the path is a little bit wider again.
Oh, nice. Good. Okay.
But
That's
you do notice some spots ahead of you that are kind of narrow, but narrow enough that, or wide enough that you should be able to walk fine, but single file.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, I would just keep carrying on. At this
Okay.
point, not really making any more awkward conversation.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, like, if Bygram is talking to her, she'll talk, but...
You gonna talk to her, Bagram, or are you just gonna...
I think he doesn't know how to feel towards Fia right now. He's very torn between, like, I want to talk to my friend, but I know I'm giving her space. So I guess he'll just keep it professional.
Listen, now is the time to be annoying.
Be this trapped up. Oh.
You don't know how far you have to walk, or how long it will, and treacherous will be. Ty and Locke walked on water because Locke is God.
That's fair. Ooh. All right. Fia, how are you? How are you? I haven't seen you as of late. Not like now, but like before.
Bygram, you saw me earlier in the mess hall.
Yeah.
Room.
We didn't really converse. Yeah.
I'm doing just great.
Oh.
Just living the dream, you know. Nothing wrong here. Everything according to plan.
Oh. Okay. Well. Oh, all right. I was worried, but whatever. I guess if you're fine, I'm
worried.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Thought that I was going to start another fight. Perhaps punch somebody in the face.
No, not that. I mean, you can always handle yourself, so I wasn't really too worried about that. But
thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, how's Jolly doing?
Great. We are fast friends. Just two peas in a pod. Two people in the crow's nest. Actually, she told me I should stop sleeping in the crow's nest because I'm in her way.
Oh. I mean, your room's free if...
Yeah.
Yeah, that's...
It's just, you know... People can ambush you in your room, as you well know.
Oh, yeah,
Not that I think that... Well, some of them might be thinking of violence, but some of them might... Actually, maybe violence might not. Well.
Yeah, some weird stuff going down in your room. I didn't know you...
Wait, what?
You said you could get ambushed in your room, and...
Oh.
I've never been ambushed in my room. Surprised, but never really...
Oh, well, I would... it's not like a tactical ambush. It's like an emotional ambush. You know... It's just all of a sudden you wake up and then everyone's there and then everyone's mad and then you say things and then everyone leaves and then suddenly you're by yourself and you're like, that did not go the way that I had envisioned it.
Oh. What were you envisioning?
Well, admittedly, well, I suppose I didn't really think anyone. Well, that's not true. I sort of suspected that people might not be pleased, but I didn't. It's not nice feeling like everybody's there to give you shit
Oh,
and
yeah.
tell you what to do, and they don't know. But perhaps they don't know because you haven't told them. But it's not very pleasant to wake up and suddenly everyone's angry and upset, and you're just living your life.
Oh, yeah. I can't relate because I laughed, but
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
yeah. It was. I'll tell you about it one of these days. But yeah, it was.
No, it's great. I love when people laugh at me in vulnerable situations. It's just
Oh,
totally fun for me.
It felt like you were like fighting everyone at the same time. That's what it felt.
Oh,
like.
well, it very much so felt like that, yes. And then it
Yeah.
was just like, oh, wow. Just salt in a wound, you know?
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah. I don't want to. Did you get the letter I wrote? Or. No. Like, you don't have to.
Did I read it? I don't remember. I did read it, right?
You did.
Okay,
You
okay,
did
okay,
because
okay,
I
okay.
had to do an impression of
That's
it.
what I thought.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I don't remember if that was... I don't remember why that happened. Okay, thank you. Shit. How would one respond to that?
Okay.
I mean, you can just be silent.
No, it's just...
You can.
See, it'd be so much better if Fia's player didn't have ADHD and could remember things.
I thought you leveled up. Come on. Put points into attention.
No, all my points went away from attention.
Oof.
I just...
Only to sass.
The devil that rides the pedals of the unicycle gets stronger. Yeah, I got it. And it's hard that you're being kind to me and I don't deserve it. At this point, I feel like Fia would stop walking.
Okay.
Oh, I mean, why wouldn't I be kind to you? I guess that's the real question of the day, Cave. I don't know.
Bagram, you heard what I said?
Yeah, I did. I know you probably were just in the moment, feeling your feelings, as everyone does.
It was cruel, and I knew it was, and I did it to hurt.
Yeah, but we're not our worst moments. You know that, right? Like, you had a bad night.
Yeah, but maybe that's just who I am.
You don't have to be.
But maybe that's what she's making me.
She as in you?
And Fia will begin fiddling with the necklace. I don't know who I'm supposed to become.
Oh.
But it feels like everything's leading to this. And I'm not sure how much control I really have. Do I want this? Or does she want this for me? Or is this a way for me to gain power myself? I don't know.
Look, I don't know who she is, but you can tell her that you're your own person, you know? Now, whether she believes it or not, don't know. I got my thing with Big M, which is fantastic, great, but
Yeah, and she possessed your body. Who's to say that Umberlee isn't possessing mine?
Well, if that was the case, I don't think Umberlee would be as funny or as humorous as you are. I don't think she would have helped me with saving another god or two as well. I think Umberlee would have ran and you stayed. Even though you don't like land, which is fucking crazy because it's great. And now we're here in water in a cave that I really can't fit through. Wouldn't have this problem on land though, but
well, if you wouldn't be so
whatever.
large, Bygrim.
I can't help all of this as he motions to his torso. Like you think I can contain all this in a cave? No. That's why I like the land, the open space. A big guy like me, I could just walk around, arms out, doing whatever.
And she sort of like wipes her face real quick. Damn, Bygrim.
What? Just me? What did you?
You're just disarming.
I mean, I've been told that a few times.
All right.
Yeah. But I think that's good, right? Like, yeah. I told you we'd be here for you if you ever fell, and I feel like I'm keeping my word.
Locke said he was gonna kill me.
What? No. Locke.
I wouldn't blame him.
He can't even do crunches, but I mean,
he makes people bleed from their eyeballs, Bygrim. I don't think you need abs to do that.
I'm saying if he's going to go after you, right, he needs to be in peak form, peak conditioning. With your stamina and movement, it's going to be like you're playing against like a child, and you're just going to go like ooh ooh ooh, and then just spin move and then keep moving. He's going to be like, oh no, I lost Via, my one chance.
Does Locke lack but object permanence? It's just like hide behind a boulder, and he's like, she's gone forever.
Why am I catching strays?
Possibly. I mean, he doesn't see a doctor, so never know. But look, as someone who has been there in your shoes, dealing with a terrible god, you get through it a day at a time.
Well, I don't think my lady's that bad, despite the fact that she possessed you. She did give me these pretty cool shoes.
I'm not talking about my leaky.
I didn't think you could double deal.
This was before my leaky. That I was in the best of places. I don't know if you know the name Hoar, but before
you're so lucky you pronounced it that way, because this conversation was going to go very differently otherwise.
I have the right pronunciation written down, but I did some horrible things because I felt I was weak and useless, and I just know what you're going through, to feel powerless, to feel as though you need someone else to take control and drive.
But that's the thing, I don't want her to drive. I just want to feel what you all feel. You guys have this innate ability, and it's wonderful. And I'm just a fuck up with a couple of knives, a rapier, and a cheap joke.
I
Those are even
mean,
good jokes. Most of the time. Sometimes they're pretty good. But most of the time.
I used to be an idiot with a sword. And now I'm intelligent with a sword and a god. So, like, anything's possible for anyone, you know?
Did you still have a 6-pack back then, or was that
Oh,
part of the My
I mean,
Legion
I had like
regiment?
4, but, I got the 6
Wow.
eventually, you know?
She brought you
Yeah.
to the other 6, the other 2. That's interesting. That's good.
Yeah. I mean, I did that through hard work and dedication.
I see.
Yeah, but,
Sorry to interject. Are you still standing there?
I
or are
would
you
be
two
walking again,
across?
yeah.
Okay.
Walking again, yeah. Sorry.
Okay.
But look, Fia, all you have is, you are good enough. You are always good enough, and I will be here to remind you of that fact every day, at any time, whenever, however, unless it's after like midnight, then we wait till tomorrow because
I feel
bedtime.
like that's generous. I feel like I've heard you snoring at about 9:30.
No,
It's so early, Bygram.
because I wake up early, Fia.
So do I, Bygram.
No, you don't. You don't get that much sleep, I'm sure.
I don't need to. It's not like I don't know what all you folks talk
Yeah,
about.
you don't
I need
have
8 hours of sleep. 4
Yes.
is just fine.
No, the fuck it's not. It's going to be a terrible time on 4 hours of sleep. No, I'm never going back to that. No.
Going back.
Ty and
I
Locke, you can
used to
see the
watch.
2 of them as they're coming on across this ridge. They're walking, and you can see them, and you can hear them as they're
Oh,
talking
shit.
about this part.
Ooh,
Specifically.
oh, okay.
They're
Oh.
not even
Specific-
listening for the
Oh.
voice.
Despite all the storms outside and the sounds, you can hear them very loudly arguing about sleep practices and
Oh, thank goodness. Oh.
All I'm
But
saying
yeah.
is you need like 4 naps. After that, you just get kind of groggy.
No, you get
a
the perfect.
headache.
Who does that? Who?
Hi.
Oh, hey.
You're alive.
Was there
Much
any
of-
worry that we wouldn't be alive? I called Kyrene and I was like, we need some backup.
Yeah, and she was like, I don't know, they might be dead. And I was like, oh my gosh.
What is liar?
And she's just stirring the pot.
I can't believe you would put words in her mouth.
Of course I would.
Yeah, I know.
You met me?
Well, Ty and I, we found. Well, we didn't find anything yet, but we heard a voice. I heard a voice, and I said, Ty, we should go explore. And then
Like in
Ty,
your head?
No. And then
Oh.
Ty heard the voice independently. And then we were walking together, and we both heard it together, and it was speaking primordial, and we both understood it because we speak primordial.
And you're still here?
Well, yeah, we thought maybe it was like an elemental. It said it needed help, and then it said, come witness me.
Oh, that feels like a terrible idea. That feels like something you say right before a sacrifice.
I think we're all right.
Witness
Ty, we're
my
all right.
ultimate power. No, that's terrible. Let's just pretend this isn't happening. Go back
How
to
do
the
you
ship.
think we could do that? Oh,
Are you tired?
it was a long walk, as you can
I
see.
see.
And also,
Awesome.
I was working out.
It's gonna turn to Ty and wink.
Oh, what were you doing?
Well, you know, I trying to get those abs in, and well, I've been working so hard.
Yeah.
I think he was bruised.
How'd you bruise it on the water? Because Kyrene said you were walking on water.
Your abdomen looks distended. Do you have a hernia? What happened?
Nah, I'm fine. I'm fine.
I was gonna say it's more like a welt, but yeah.
That's not the signs of You know what?
Working out.
Yeah,
fine.
on the. Oh, sure. Okay. I too was working out.
Okay. Weird flip.
Lock and tie. You hear that voice on the wind again, and now that you've heard it, you can pick it up. And you hear a kind of a boisterous come forth.
It's telling us to come forth.
See, that feels like the opposite of what we should do. Do you really want to fight an elemental?
We're not going to fight it.
We always fight everything. Name one thing that we haven't fought.
Kurt.
Connor.
That's
Kurt
true.
actively, I'm sure, wants us dead. Connor, Ty actively wants dead, even though he has magical tools that apparently are very good at pounding.
I mean, I've
nailing
been told to get that too, but
seems unlikely. Are we gonna go see this elemental?
Oh, this feels like a terrible idea.
We can go back to the ship then. Come on, Locke.
I think we should all go together. I said it would be nice if we were, because if we all go together, then it's less likely that I'll have to leave Ty to her death to come get more people. So.
Oh, well. All right. I'm not gonna let Ty die, so that's. Let's go.
I did that on the ship once. It was a lot of fun. It was a nice sunny day activity.
Some beach.
Got a shirt.
Okay. If you want, I can lead. Because I speak primordial, but also because I think, we don't have to fight it. We could be friends with it.
Oh, you want to befriend it? Like, hello, I'm Locke.
Mm-hmm.
Nice to meet you, sir.
Or ma'am, or whatever.
Your Excellency.
Celestial being.
Elemental,
They're pretty good at talking. We might be okay. You know what?
What do you think, like a proper name for a fire person is?
Fia looks at Ty.
I mean, completely made of fire.
I think that's magma, but.
Why do you think it's fire? We're in the middle of a windstorm.
True. We were gonna get there.
Oh.
I see you were running through the roll call.
Okay, sorry. We're going, Ty.
I don't mean to mess with your...
He's gonna grab Ty's hand again.
Fia will drop to the very back.
All right, we're going forward.
Just in the middle, I guess.
As we approach...
So,
we are coming to witness.
So, gang. You don't know exactly where this creature is, and you've got several ways to get to your supposed route. Do you want to try and take the long way and the safest way to try to skirt around the cliffs and come up to the top of them where you think it might be? Do you want to just climb straight up? Or do you want to follow some of the some of the stones and ledges that kind of make their way up and plateau a little bit? You've got three options as I'm narrowing it. You can either climb up, which is the most difficult and most dangerous, but gets you there directly. You can climb up bits and pieces, the middle ground, or you can take the long way.
What do you all
Safest,
want to do?
but longest.
Is it raining still?
Yes.
Like it's raining a lot?
Yes.
Maybe we don't go straight up the cliff. Looks pretty slick.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd rather be safe than, splat.
Right. All right, that's 2 for safe. Or rather, I don't really know if Ty's answer was safe, but safer.
Oh, matchstick is definitely safer for sure.
Safer.
Safer. I'm okay with safer, because I've been working out, but my upper body strength isn't that great yet, and so I might have a little bit of trouble with just climbing up the cliffside, But yeah,
I'm here to help.
okay, that wasn't an answer. Do you want to go the safe route, or do you want to go the hard route, just climbing up, or do you want to do a little bit of both?
Well, if you wanted, I could always try going the hard route, and then I could meet you there to see the scout if
No,
if that would be helpful.
that's equally not a good idea, because like
Alright.
we were talking about like not leaving everybody, but if it was dangerous and you went up there and then you were all alone and we couldn't even get there because it's really hard.
So safe it is.
Safe-ish.
Yeah. Yeah, besides you worked out today, so you don't want to strain your ab.
Okay, so
you
we
know?
can climb, but like with the little plateaus.
Yeah.
Can I try something while they're
Yeah.
all talking? I don't know if this is possible, so you can tell me if it's not. We are currently able to walk on water. Could I shape a disc of water and try to stand on it?
What is your shape? What? Okay. What are both of your spells say? Because if you see them in your character sheet, I am in here.
Yeah, that's fine.
Let's see, shape water.
Move across any liquid as if it were harmless solid ground.
Hey, do we have that jug that can make liquid too?
I don't remember.
Also have
Do
my
you?
canteen. I have water at my hip.
You also have water all around you.
Yeah, like it's raining.
Okay, just let me. I'm gonna let you know. I like this, so let's figure out.
Okay.
Let's see.
The second part of shape water says you cause the water to form into simple shapes and animate at your direction.
Mm-hmm. It does have to be. Let's see. I would say like the animating of this, like you could form like a water disc. I don't think you could.
It's the hot, like it's the in air part that I'm not sure. Like,
Yeah.
can it be floating in air?
I'm also looking at the first part. You can instantly move or change the flow of water as you go. Because like with shape water, like I always envision you can kind of move the water, right?
Like water bending.
Yeah. Let's see. You have, where is Waterwalk?
My very last spell.
And okay, make an Arcana check for me.
Okay. Arcana. I'm pretty sure that's a 0. Oh, 1. Hey, 20, but not natural.
20. I like this. This is really cool. I think you put these things 2 and 2 together, and you think, under normal circumstances, this might not always work, but underneath. Oh,
It's okay.
okay.
I heard the white noise disappear too, but we're still here.
These things have been cutting out a little bit here and there, so I'm just like, anyways. You think because of the circumstances, because of like how much water there is, what's available to you, and maybe just the fact that you're feeling just so magically just real fucking good right now, that you can make this possible.
Okay.
It might there might be, this is me taking terminologies from other games, there might be a price you have to pay to do this, but I would argue, okay, there's a price you might have to pay for pushing yourself to do this, but you can probably just, how many active versions of, let's see, is it 3 with shape water?
Can I do it once?
Let's see. I just want to check. You can cast this spell multiple times. You can no more of 2 of it instantaneous effects active. Oh, it's not instantaneous effects active. I'll say this. Yeah, you can probably. Okay. Are you trying to? I can say this here. You can Minecraft elevator you guys up to the top of this. Are you looking to do it one at a time or all at once for dramatic effect?
Well, Bygram and Fia are not under the protection of Water Walk right now. I'd have to cast it again, which I haven't done. My idea with it was mostly just to alleviate some of the strain going up the mountain. Even though we're taking the like middle safest route, if like lock slipped or Ty needed to like step outside the path and like would create a pedestal for herself to stand on. I wasn't going to just like zoom up. It was mostly just like, I mean, I would love to do that, but I don't have Water Walk on the other 2, which could happen, but I don't know that she's offering it freely right now.
You know what? With that Arcana check, I think, Ty realizes that right now, she can do a lot of fun little elemental things that she didn't realize. It's sort of like, I'm trying to think of a good analogy, but just when you do something cool and you realize like, oh, this means I can do other cool things.
Yeah.
Like, and like the high like kind of comes from that. So, like, I think, sorry to interject my idea on top of yours. I think, she thinks about the idea of like creating like stepping stones or like a cautionary barrier and like the other things she could do. And I think like maybe the last thought is even like, probably just like create like a little water thing and just float yourself up there. But yeah, you can absolutely do this. And I think this won't cost you as much as I was thinking was going to.
Okay. I think while they're talking, she's experimenting a little bit with it. She's making like small platforms, small discs, and stepping on it and then stepping off and seeing if it holds her weight, because she's never done it before. And then feeling that like, although she is not water genasi, there's enough of it in her to feel the she's so surrounded by water right now, and not all of it's salt water, it's raining. And so I think if she's feeling that kind of connection to it, would take it that little bit further and like motion for lock. This might be better.
Oh, that's really cool. Can I help
Try.
you with it?
Can you stand on it? See if I
Puts his foot on it.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna try to raise it with lock on it.
With our previous conversation and your roll, I'm gonna say you can do that easily.
Okay.
I'm floating. It's like I have little bubble boots on.
And I'd argue you can actually probably pull the rainwater, because you can make a 5-foot cube for you to stand on, right? You could just pull and then like make a cube, walk onto it, move it, and then if that one falls away, you can make another one.
I think this could get us up there more easily than climbing the cliff.
I'm into that idea. It's really cool.
Okay.
If you get tired, could I maybe help with the water?
Yeah, that'd be great, actually.
Okay.
Awkwardly turns to the other two, but is like facing Bygram.
Ow!
When she says this,
He's in the middle.
you want to climb or you want a lift?
I mean, if you're offering, I'll take it. You sure you can lift all of this, or no?
I'm sure.
Oh, okay, smarty pants. All right.
I need 10 minutes though to cast this spell on you.
Yeah. You gonna cast it on? Gestures to.
I will. Ty, I'll let you know. You probably, with the time you spent searching the cave and walking out here and waiting, taking that 10 minutes, are you to ritually cast Water Walk? That's going to eat up probably the last bit of your initial cast. So you might as well do this and target everyone, so that.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That
way you have a full hour to do this whole thing in case it takes that long.
Right. To Bygram, that's up to her.
Turns around. Hey, so Ty wants to cast some magic on us to get us up there faster. Is that okay, or?
Yeah, if that's what we're doing, sure.
Yeah, okay. Ty, we're good.
Great. She'll just take 10 minutes to concentrate on the spell, cast it on everyone this time, and when she's done, probably send Bygram up first if he wants to.
Oh, me? You sure? I mean, we can.
If you don't want to, it's fine.
No. I didn't say that. No, don't put words in my mouth. No.
I mean, I can also go first because I was the one who wants to do it, and I was gonna talk to it.
Oh.
Okay.
Bygram's a really good talker too, though, so that's a good choice.
Yeah, I mean, you can send Locke up first. I mean,
I was mostly just thinking if I needed more water.
Oh, right, I do that. No, that of course.
Yeah, I am. Oh,
it's okay. I can manage. You speak the language.
I just completely forgot that I offered my services.
Yeah,
I just wanted to check. Are you guys still taking the middle ground path where you have to do a little bit of climbing, or are you just?
Like if we have to do it in stages, then yes. So like if there's like a small path that we can walk to and it dead ends or whatever, and we have to lift up to the next one, I'll do that. If we can lift from the bottom, I don't know that I can see the top to lift it all the way up there.
I think the elevator pitch of mine, That one's gonna be a lot more difficult. It's gonna be a lot more strenuous to just like make the water, keep it there, put it up, and it's gonna.
Right.
Yeah, I think also between both you and Locke, because Locke has shape water, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you could basically just make like two conjoined, like 5 foot, so 10 foot, and make like a little staircase, and just.
A staircase. I like that. Okay. Okay. Why don't we make it together? We can make it bigger, and maybe we can have an easier path. We
That
might
sounds
have to do it
good.
in steps, though.
Okay, I'm okay with that.
Okay.
You just tell me, architect, and I will help.
Okay. How about you start closer to the ground, and I'll connect it up to that path up there. You see it?
Okay. Could I get a spell casting ability check from both of you?
No, because a cat is laying on my dice and it's illegal to move him.
My God,
It's legal.
cats are able to nullify magic.
Oh, nice luck. So I rolled a 19 on the dice.
That's okay. 19 on the dice, so that's just like at least a 24 for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Spell casting ability check.
Yours is wisdom.
Mine. It was 17.
Okay. Yeah. Between the two of you, you are able to do this. Actually, it takes a little bit to get into the flow, but you actually are able to spot points and in tandem actually just make like little bridges or little gaps here and there, almost like clockwork to get you to the next points safer and quickly. The teamwork is great.
That's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's better than I've never done this before.
It was brilliant.
Yeah. And you make your way up each sort of section of the cliff, and you notice that there are a lot of sort of intertwined, jagged cliff faces that point out here and there. It's not directly on your path, but you see that there is a little cave with sort of a outcropping of some kind that wraps around and goes somewhere. There's actually a section where there is enough rock that you can kind of bounce between each section. And as you are rising up this rocky expanse, the storm and the winds get a little intense. Could I get a strength save from everyone? Or, yes, strength save, or if you want to do a dexterity saving throw, but you'll have to specify what you're trying to do with that.
15 for me.
Okay.
I am going to go with dexterity, but it's Locke trying to keep his balance.
Okay.
On like if he's kind of getting like moved around, he's like trying to level out. Cause it's very different from me, so that'll be a 21.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
That'll be 19.
Okay.
And I'm just going to go the strength way because Fia does not feel up to showboating right now. So it's just 13.
13. Well. All of you are in quick succession as the winds start to pick up, there is one section that you get up to where the winds start to howl and push you against the rocks. Fia, you slip and fall on your ass and start tumbling. You don't plummet, but you're on sort of an angled, sort of rocky ridge, and you fall on your ass, and you start being pushed down the way.
Can I?
Oh,
Erin first.
Can I shape water behind her?
Yeah.
Like a wall?
Make a dexterity check for me, just to like. You're being buffeted by this, and you're protecting yourself, and then you see this happen. So you quick reflexes kind of thing.
Oh, 17 on the dice.
All right.
Plus
Yeah.
2, 19.
You easily beat my DC. You can quickly create a wall or whatever you want with water to stop her.
Yeah. Does it like instinctually? Like she was having fun with Locke. Like there was a smile on her face. She was enjoying the like magical banter of creating these things together. It felt like she was playing with her sister again.
Yeah, that's
And,
it. I feel like there's maybe a part that Ty would love to have done this with her if you haven't already.
And sees Fia slip, doesn't even think about it, immediately creates the catch for her, and then realizes what she did and says nothing and keeps going.
You feel a gentle coolness come from your holy symbol.
Yeah, we're gonna ignore that and keep walking up the stairs and or pathway.
Fia, you are buffeted by these winds, fall on your ass, and then the winds start rolling you head over heel down this ridge, and then your back hits something, and you kind of just pop back up, and you look behind you, and there's a wall of water. So as you turn from it, you see Ty just turn around and walk away.
Fia swallows the thank you and instead just picks herself back up quietly and returns to the end of the line.
Oh, Bygram was going to say, because he was going to hold the rope and try to lasso Fia. But
Standing there with the rope.
he was ready, and he's just going to, since he's kind of in the middle of them, he's just like, hey, she beat me to it, but I guess next time. Yeah. I was going to rope and,
I appreciate it. Thanks.
Second time, Fia gets tied up this session.
Oh my.
I didn't even move to help.
you
like she's fine.
Locke had his own things going on.
I truly thought you were fine, you know. I've seen you backflip off a building. I was like, she's gonna backflip off this cliff and we'll see her in an hour.
Had you had showboated it with a dexterity save, you would have just like tornado spin through the wind like I don't know.
Yeah, she feels like a jackass right now. So
good.
So instead, she would literally rather fall on her sword.
Oh
wow!
As she doesn't even know where that is.
Wow!
Yikes.
Was it worth it, Miss Gull? Anyway,
this is for me.
This is the payback for the bimbo.
Yeah, this is the payback. Listen, after break, I got my gusto. Speaking of gusto,
yeah.
Anyways, after that event, yeah, there's only, you can kind of see that you have a little bit more to go, and it's getting a lot more precarious, but you think you can make it up for the last stretch. And as you start making your way up, Ty and Locke creating the necessary scaffolding or handholds out of water, you crest your way up. There's sort of a jagged spattering of like rocky teeth that you climb up over. And you see this area is sort of a stone basin where the different cliffs and the jagged rocks kind of meet in the center, creating a sort of bowl. You see that there are maybe some rocky structures here of some kind, although they seem very either worn away by time or rudimentary, almost like they are stone trying to take the form of buildings or of something that seems similar. In the center of this, you see something formed from legend, potentially. At first, you think you see the biggest seagull of your life. Huge and terrifying and menacing. The storm above it swirling around, the rain and lightning almost in unison with its breathing. As you look at it closer, though, you see that this thing isn't simply just a humongous seagull. It's actually, as your eyes focus a bit more on it, it has ridges along its beak. It has a feathered, almost frill that comes back and down the back of it. Its feathers have almost a alternating gray and white sort of striped pattern where the other feathers kind of overlap, so it looks like it's completely gray or completely white in areas. But this giant, strange bird, as it's breathing, you see lightning sort of crackle up its sides. And you hear that word in primordial. You hear words strewn together to form some kind of sentence. It's broken. It's slightly confused, but it says, "Come forth and witness me, for I need to witness your strength." And that might mean a lot of things. The creature doesn't necessarily lunge at you or seem like it's threatening. It actually bends its legs and sits down. Its wings flare up and lightning dances across the sky. The frill and the mane sort of stand on end and create a crown as this creature says once more in primordial and then in common, "Come forth." And that's where we'll end tonight's episode.
No!
I
Stop
want
that!
to the Sphinx go.
Stop that right
Mainly
now!
because it's a little extra long and I don't want it to be...
No.
Okay, but
It's
just
all
know
the
that
Good
locked
content.
eyes are
Grr.
like little beams of light that are like
Heart
like
eyes.
when Luffy sees a Herculean beetle.
Stop. I want to talk to the bird.
I know, I would let you, but it's also getting so late for you
But
guys.
the two of you look. I was watching Beth and Ben's faces the entire time, and they were like, "No, no."
I am letting you know, as your dungeon master with a little peek behind the screen, this isn't necessarily a battle.
It's not. It's
That's
our
a quitters
friend.
attitude.
Like, this is not necessarily like a fight. This is maybe this is a social encounter.
I can turn everything into a fight.
Please don't.
No.
Please don't. I will kill you dead.
No, no,
I
no.
keep trying. But everybody
don't
just
want-
keeps healing me.
Exactly.
But now
I-
the healer is mad at me, so maybe I can die.
Oh, jeez. Oh.
You got Bygram's healing? Is that?
That's true.
I
I
guess
also
that's not good enough.
heal.
That's fine.
You
That's
have
okay.
3 healers in the party. You can't die.
That's
I
fine.
need to. Imagine the angst we would get. It would be so
I
good.
don't listen. It would be good. I have
Do
listen,
it for the vine.
Do it for the vine.
Bye, guys. Take care. Oh, we didn't
Oh, are
say
we
goodbye
still
to.
Oh
yeah.
yeah. Sorry.
What's up?
Yeah.